The beautiful Copper Beech Commons, the site of one of the most compelling and competitive events in world history, where wits will be tested, age may play a factor, and temper will certainly flare until a winner is crowned. Welcome to the Family Game Night pregame show alongside last year's winner and three-time champion Sarah Mack. I'm Millie Battison. This week, it is the Mack family who are still dealing with some drama, some unfinished drama, should I say, after last year's contest. So, Sarah, would you walk us through what took place?
Well, no, but Dad, do I have to?
Yes, sweetie.
All right, fine. I got caught for cheating. There, I said it. Family, you happy?
Yes, Jesus, finally.
Cheers.
Well, on that note, why don't we break down the tournament preview here and what this tournament does look like. There are 4 games who will decide the most talented.
Second most talented.
Second most talented Mac is. So we will figure that out tonight. First is Twister. It's a test of flexibility. Then we'll go to ping pong, which will tell who has the quickest reflexes. Followed by Monopoly, a game of scheming and scamming. And then Uno, where anything can happen if you have the luck. Now, Sarah, how do you think your family members will fare?
I can see Mom doing well in Monopoly. She has a knack for all things money. Ping pong will definitely be a competition between both Jack and Bennett and the brothers in general. And I think Uno is truly one for the taking. Anyone can win that. But I do think that Dad is going to struggle in the first 2 events. He hasn't been the same since his accident.
Did you really have to bring that up?
Yes, Papa, we did. A certain Mr. Mack used to be the talk of the town. He was a starting quarterback in high school, a straight-A student, and he was beloved by everybody in this little village of Buttsville, New Jersey. But then one day, things took a turn for the worse. Our sideline reporter, Sugar Robbins, tells us how Papa had to make some lifetime adjustments.
Papa Mack was one of the best dice throwers of all time. If you challenged him at any game, anytime, anywhere, he would come out on top. But suddenly, a disaster struck for Papa Mack.
It was a normal Tuesday on my route. I'm going on my route, and Vinny's driving the truck. Vinny and Rocco, my 2 guys, 2 garbage guys. Normal Tuesday, okay? And Vinny's driving the truck, and next thing I know, he swerves. And I see this little squirrel come out. Little squirrel, okay? He swerves out of the way. I'm hauling trash, and the next thing I know, I'm upside down on my head, back injury. Done. Career over.
Following a 3-year-long lawsuit, the Macks were awarded an undisclosed amount of money and are currently living large and lavish.
All you really need to know, it's a lot of money. It's an undisclosed amount for these purposes, but let's just say we got a lot of bread.
Now, back at game night, Papa Mack thinks he still has youth.
Mentally, not too much. My wife and kids drive me crazy. But playing games, it helps the back, okay? And I get to sit down and relax a little bit, but I'm the best. I've been playing games my whole life now, okay? Been playing games, been winning. Back in the day, used to be the best dice, okay? Best dice out in the alleys. No one could beat me, okay? So I come here, I play games with my family, we get competitive. But I win all the time, okay?
We'll see later on tonight as the Macks take on Family Game Night. Reporting in Syracuse, I'm Sugar Robbins. Millie and Sarah, back to you.
Sugar, thank you. Sarah, we talk about a lot of strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, the dad, he's got dad's strength, right? But may not have many other strengths here. When we look at the strengths and weaknesses of these two, between Papa and Nancy, what stands out to you?
For strength, Dad does have experience on all of us, and I'm never going to admit that to him. I don't really want that going to his head. But Mom, on the other hand, her ability to stay hydrated, if you know what I mean. And probably also the fact that she can multitask really well.
Well, Dad's got a lot of IQ as well. How does that help him today?
He's been doing it for a while, and he's pretty regularly reminding us of that. So, yeah, I guess I'll give it to him.
Well, Sarah, we've looked at some of the strengths between these two. Now let's take a look at some of the weaknesses, and we'll start with Papa. A lot of times you talk about weaknesses of an older individual. You look at the hips. He's had 2 hip surgeries. As Shakira said, hips don't lie, but I think Papa's hips might lie.
They probably do. And don't get me wrong, I said earlier that experience can be an asset for him, but let's face it, he's old. I don't think he can really do well in Twister anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a difficult game to do well in, too, because you have to completely contort your body one limb over another onto really different spots. It's got to be difficult.
Yeah, while Mom's flexible, he ain't.
All right, well, let's take a look at Mom's weaknesses here. The first one, obviously, starting with the wine glass. I think it's going to hinder her performance tonight.
I mentioned that she can multitask, so I'm going to give it to her. I don't think that's really going to be her issue. However, I think athleticism, that's a different breed. She never really participated in sports like, me and the broskies. So that probably going to be an issue.
Tonight's event is getting a lot of traction here in Syracuse. Well, everywhere you go, people are talking about the Max, including local reporter Brent Axe, who had a lot to say about this family game night.
Dad has got to shake out of his slump if he wants any chance to win this thing. His performance lately, just not cutting it. The brother, now that's my favorite to win it. I love his attitude.
Well, Sarah, Brent had a lot to say, first of all, but this soundbite in particular was really interesting because he said he likes the brother, but this year, with you not being in it, there are two brothers in here. These two brothers have a pretty intense rivalry. Can you give us some more insight on that?
I'm honestly tired of talking about them. Listen, what I'll say is that they're my two younger brothers, okay? Like, one's 10, one's 15. Clearly, you would think that Bennett would have the edge because he's older, but, I mean, come on. Look at Jack. Look how big he is. That's the athlete of the two.
Yeah, I know. He's got a lot of size for just a 10-year-old, right? He's really young, but he's almost, 6'6"? That's pretty impressive. He's been drinking his milk.
I mean, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. If I'm going to say that anyone is a more athletic one in the family, I hope he doesn't watch this back because I don't want him to know that I think it's him, but I think I might give him the edge over Bennett.
Oh, well, that's interesting. And, well, these two have had a fierce rivalry brewing for some years now, but this will be the first year that they actually put it to the test. We got to sit down with the both of them, and well, it kind of seems like that rivalry is going to take the next step in this week's edition of Family Game Night.
Hello.
What do you do?
Mic check, 1, 2.
What is wrong? Where do you learn that? Where did you learn that?
I'm just most excited
I want
to win.
I want to win.
Prove myself.
Can I talk?
I just really want to win.
Can I talk?
No.
You grow 5 inches in that. Now you're talking over me? Okay.
Yeah.
You're
You
10.
can talk when you
You're
win.
literally 10 years old. It's too bright. Who's handling these lights?
I like these lights. Not
That's
if
how
I
it
have
is.
a
That's how it
say.
is. Okay, next.
No.
Next, please.
Who do you guys think has the advantage?
Me.
Me.
Well, of course you do. Of course you do. You're an idiot.
Yeah, because
You're literally 10 years old.
I'm bigger, I'm taller, I'm stronger.
This is your first
I'm
time
younger
ever
than
playing
you.
in the games. You have no experience.
You're an old man.
You've been watching. Just walk right in here, and you're the best, right? You're gonna win. You know, I've had enough. I've had enough. You've been taking notes. Mm-hmm. You can write. Yeah. Can you read too? Waltz right in here. Oh, I know how to win. I could play. Like, you know what? Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna win.
He's a loser. He's a loser.
Sarah, we've already talked about the age and the height being a factor, but there are definitely some other key components between these two that make this rivalry that much more enticing this year.
Listen, one of Bennett's best qualities is the fact that he gives zero fucks. He does not care. And he could use that to his advantage, just being that he's coming into this aloof and kind of just here for the ride, just here for some fun. But on the other hand, the fact that he has more experience could also play well to him. I mean, Jack, this is his first ever family game night. Bennett has 5 years already on him, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like between the two of them, and the fact that I don't have to give them a butt whooping.
Well, I guess that's good news for them, but it might not be good news for the rest of them because they're going to look to do some real damage this year. Can we just take a look at this bottom stat here on the graphic? Can you tell us more about this one right here?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what that means, so I don't really know what to tell you.
Well, I think Sugar Robbins knows what to tell us as she's standing with both Jack and Bennett right now.
So guys, we heard from Brent Axe earlier about brothers competing in his predictions. Which brother was he talking about?
He was definitely talking about me. I'm 10 years old. I'm the new one in the family. I just came here to win.
So, Jack and Ben?
It's Bennett.
Bennett, sorry, got it. So, Jack, this is your rookie year. What are you feeling?
I would just like to beat the crap out of my shorter but older brother, and that's all I want to do. I came here to win. I'm going to win.
And how long did it take you to prepare for this competition?
I've been preparing for this ever since I came out of the womb. I'm 10 years old now. It's my time to take over.
Thank you. And Bennett, what are you hopeful for going into this year's annual competition?
What kind of question is that? I'm trying to win, okay? I need to win. I'm in it to win it.
And how does it feel to be adopted into such a competitive family?
You said adopted? You said, did you just... I'm adopted? I'm adopted? I'm adopted?
Now, talk to your mother.
I'm 15 years old with your shitty wine and I'm adopted? You kidding me right now? No, you weren't going to tell me?
Easy.
We're not going to talk about this right now.
Oh, we're not going to talk about it? We couldn't talk about it for 15 years. We can't talk about it now? Are you kidding me?
Well, easy.
15 years?
Well, guys, I'll send it back over to you at the desk.
Well, he's not passing go, and he's certainly not passing his DNA test. So while this cools down here, we'll be right back.
Are you from the office? Very short. Mom. Should I say mom? Not even my mom.
I'm your mother. I'm your mother.
You're not my mother.
Hey, put a roof over your head. Move your belly.
It's time for E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online.
The Family Game Night pregame show is sponsored by Haribo Gummy Bears, the delicious snack that always gets stuck in your teeth and is quite difficult to get out. Welcome back to the Family Game Night pregame show once again. Sarah Mack and Millie Battison. Can I just say, though, those Haribo Gummy Bears, really sweet treat.
Yeah, I can't stand them.
I don't think she means that. But anyways, let's get down to our keys to the game here. And Sarah, you know this family like it's your own blood.
Unfortunately, because it is.
Well, that may be the case. So why don't we talk about each of these competitors and what they have to do to win.
I mean, in terms of Bennett, he just needs to care a little bit and kind of forget the fact that he's adopted. Jack, on the other hand, make sure that you don't burn your waffles. And if you're a fan of Family Game Night, you know what I'm talking about. And also, remember to go to the bathroom frequently, and I cannot state that enough. On Dad's end, make sure you turn back the clock, go back to your old glory days, and be sure to stretch. And then on top of that, I would say for Mom, put down the glass, woman, and up that sass.
Up that sass. She definitely will do. And now let's send it over to Sugar Robbins as we're going to get into our predictions for this evening. Sugar?
Thank you, guys. I think that I am going to go with Jack. He's youthful, energetic, and when I spoke to him earlier, he really has his head and heart in the game, and I think that he will pull out the victory tonight at Family Game Night. Millie and Sarah, back to you.
Thank you, Sugar. And, well, we know the apple doesn't fall far from the tree here with Sarah and her mother, Nancy, so something tells me that that might be your pick for tonight.
Duh. Hello. She's the only woman competing. If one woman can't compete because of a cheating scandal, heck yeah, I'm going to root for my mom. She's got to carry the name here. She's got to carry the females.
Well, we've picked Nancy and we've picked Jack. The only two left are Papa and Ben. So,
it's Bennett.
Sorry, my apologies. Papa and little Benny over there.
It's literally Bennett. That's my name.
Lower your voice.
Get it right.
Watch your mouth.
Papa and Bennett. But if I had to pick one of the two, I think I'd have to go with the experience. I really love the newcomer aspect of things, but it's the experience that makes it all worthwhile.
Really?
Papa's had a lot more years on this planet. May not have two good hips or any good hips.
You know what?
But
I got to be disregarded by everyone in my family, and now all the hosts.
Here we go again.
And now
Good luck with that one. Good luck with that prediction.
No Fortnite for a week.
You're done, all right?
You're not even my mom.
well, that's going to be it here for the pregame show on Family Game Night from Copper Beech Commons alongside Sarah Mack and our wonderful Sugar Robbins and Producer Ryan Nelson, I'm Michael Gross saying so long. And up next, it's the Macs. They're back on Family Game Night.